Hello everyone, so today here I have part 2 of creating a Bootstrap shopping website. So firstly I told you how to install Bootstrap templates onto this. So you just have to install it over here, drag and drop over here, that's all you need to do. And then I also showed you what models means, and I also explained all this code, not line by line because I've already explained what models are in my previous videos, so you'll just have to go back and check. But I explained this page line by line, and you guys also have my password if you want to go and check. It won't work, but you're free to try. So firstly I want you guys to see this code once more. So over here you will see that there is from Django.db import models, all this. I told you this once before as well what it all means. So now back to here, back to my, where did that go? Yep. Here we go. I'll just remove this admin to show you the website as it is. So this is my website, this is my shirt, and in my previous video I added an extra shirt of 800 to 700. I told it was an Adidas shirt. It doesn't look like that, but of course. So then we have all this, and then we have our logout. We are successfully logged out, but I do not wish to log out right now. So let's go back in. Here we have our page. Now I need you guys to see this once, and I'm gonna delete this soon because it doesn't look very good. So I'll delete it after the video. Here we have our this, and today's criteria was views and admin. So firstly I want you guys to remember what we did in last video. It was creating these models. So after these models you'll see that there is a admin page already created in your home app. So go over there and then write both these things. From django.contrib import admin, this statement will be as it is for all the users, but from .models import, till here it will be same. And then over here, these four things are basically my model's name. So if you see, models are category, customer, product, and order. So I want you guys to write in that category, customer, product, and order. Where did that go at? Yeah, category, customer, product, and order. And then what you got to do is admin.site register bracket category bracket customer. What this does is it registers this model, this class of ours, makes it into an object and registers it into the admin page. You realize what I'm saying? This admin page doesn't come, wait, I'll show you once more, slash admin. This admin page, these category, customers, orders, and products don't come on their own. We gotta register them over there. So this is what we did to register it. And then we have models already showed, and this views. What this views does is something quite exciting. So firstly what we need to do here is, if I go over there in my admin and log out, you'll see thanks for spending some quality time. Okay, log in again. I get this username and password. Now how did this come, and what username am I supposed to enter over here? So I go over there, I check my mains because I just typed it over here. My username is this, my email is this, and my password is this. So how did I create this? This was done by creating a super user. What a super user is? A super user is a user of the Django administration. So this is the Django administration, and a super user is the one who manages your own website like a proper business person. So what you need to do here is username this and email this. Now how did I do this? Like, did I write a code? Did it come on its own? No, codes don't come on their own. So what I did was, we go back to views. This is where the views come in. Log in and log out. So if request.method is equal to get. So get is the basic method which is always there in all of them. You don't have to say it on your own. And then there's id, request.get.uid. So UID is basically just a simple variable. You can write anything, UID, SID. Like sometimes if I want to write a student code, like if you go check here, I have student enrollments. So if I want to write a student code, I write it SID, S for student. Right now I'm writing a user ID, so UID. That's just a thing I do. And then there's pass, request.get.get bracket pass. So return render request dot index.html. So if you see in index is basically my whole this copied website. Copied, no, loaded template. Copied template. Yeah, copied template is a good name. Yeah, copied template. That is what it is. So here we have a return render request and logout. That's pretty simple. In login, in logout page, it will show you have successfully logged out. In login page, it will ask all these things like enter ID and enter password. Now, if I go back here, username and password. So this username can be changed into ID or password. So I go back to my main, check what my ID password is, copy it, enter, and login. So these were the basic functions of see, this is a data breach. I show this in all my videos because it always comes. Like this password is being used by thousands of people across for the same administration. You can use this ID password, but it is actually device enabled, so you won't be able to log in through my account, but you can try. You can make the same ID password for your own website. So here we have categories, customers, orders, and products, groups and users, like I already told you. So right now you are one user. If you are two or three people doing the business together, then it will be adding more users. Now what this index is basically, I'll show you in my views again. This is index. So what this does is basically takes the index template which we took from Google Bootstrap. I told you how to download it in my previous video. What it does is it takes this index template and then installs it into the device. So that way it's super easy to communicate through all of these small things. Like if you are two or three people doing business together, you'll just use this code and you'll add users over here. So this way you'll be getting a lot of places to handle your own, like something called privacy and something called communication will happen together. So that is how we do index. So this was login, logout, and index, and then all these imports I've already told you in my previous videos. So basically this project is a compilation of all my previous videos, and I hope you enjoyed it. So thank you, have a nice day, and this is Kashika, and please subscribe if you want more context like this. Thank you.